Good morning, pipe smokers. I am Chris. This is the Green Table. As you see here, the book The Pipe Makers by Otto, a pipe maker himself. In this book, he takes a look at the pipe making history in the Thuringia region of Germany. But that's not the topic for today. I already did an unboxing video where I skimmed through the pages. You might take a look at it. Today, I would like to take a look at health pipes and system pipes of old. There are many advertisements in this book from pipe makers around 1900 to 1930, and I was surprised to see that health and tobacco consumption was an issue even back then. And today I would like to show you how the pipe makers reacted to this. Let's get started. What do we have here? A dr.müller dry smoker from 1931. You see, this pipe almost resembles a modern day filter pipe. They didn't call it filter back then, they called it a dry smoking cartridge. It seems that this pipe was quite successful. There were 12 different shapes, delivered in a display case for the resellers, along with extra cartridges. But you see, the pipe seems to have an imminent construction flaw. The filter or cartridge is not placed in a mouthpiece, but rather in the shank. And I wonder how many of those filters got stuck in the pipes and were hard to get out again. Also, you see the drilling, a straight horizontal and a straight vertical drilling. And my guess is that this pipe was rather difficult to clean in the long run. Wherever you go with your pipe cleaner, you clog up the draft hole at some point. You can't get the dirt out. But, ärztlich begutachtet, doctors have inspected this pipe and found it good for your health. Let's take a look at another one. Here we go. From Reich & Sons, since 1864. An advertisement from the 30s. Also dry smoker model Optima. As you see, there is some metal construction inside, maybe aluminium. Cheap, easy to use. Such pipes were made by many companies, even until recently. Some work better, some work not so good. But the strange thing is, you see, there are two drillings from the head down to the draft hole. I wonder what effect this was supposed to have. Maybe some of you guys has an idea. At least the pipe makers were innovative back then. Interesting construction. So that's all I have to say for this one. And even this old Tyrolean shape, or Gesteckpfeife as we say in Austria, had some interesting constructions. You see this one here? Available with briar or porcelain head, with carvings or no carvings. And this pipe has a spiral inside. This pipe is from 1906, dry smoking pipe. And the pipe is 27 centimeters long, but the distance the smoke has to travel is elongated to 19 centimeters. 90, sorry. And you could take this spiral out and just rinse it with water to clean it. And this is actually a good idea, and I think this might have actually worked. Someone should try this out. If you're a pipe maker, try to construct such a pipe. Would be interesting to see. Now we go to this pipe by C.H. Schroeder, Pipe Factory Erfurt. The pipe was also available with a briar head, with a porcelain head, with carvings or paintings, or without one. The advertising says how exceptionally dry the smoke is. If you're not satisfied, you can send it immediately back. And you see there's also some interesting construction choice. You see the connection between the head and this part? It's up there. This means the chamber must be hollow inside. so it must have another cooling effect. It appears that you might open up the head down below for cleaning. This isn't stated in the text, but maybe it's possible. And the text is very interesting. It says you can refill this pipe during smoking. The head is exceptionally large and you don't have to dump the ash. You can just refill and smoke on. And this reminds me of my grandfather and his generation. It was said that on Sundays he was carrying his pipe and smoking all day long. And I guess this is true. The old folks just refilled the pipes without cleaning or dumping the ash, just new tobacco on top of it and smoke it again. I tried it with one of my Gesteckpfeifen and really it works, although I had a rather nasty nicotine hit back after that. So let's go on. Here is another pipe, the Nicotine Catcher by Henry Shank, Ruhr, Thüringen. And this pipe has two aluminium tubes inside, this one and this one. I guess aluminium was a new material back then, so they highly advertised it and were really proud to use aluminium. The tube down here is to collect moisture, tars, all the gunk that comes from the tobacco. Here you have a horn ball you can screw off to clean this part. Many pipes of old had such a collector for the dirt down here. And I heard from several old folks, they remember when they were young, the older guys back then, there were one of two crazies who drank this liquid that was collected there. Can you believe that? In any way, I do not recommend you to do this or try this. You might get instant cancer from this. If you insist to do it, then please make a YouTube video and show what's happening. The second aluminium tube, up here, was to collect the saliva that was running from your mouth down the pipe. Seems strange, but if you imagine the guys back then really smoked for hours straight and never left a pipe out of their mouth. Maybe this made sense. Also, the two aluminium tubes are advertised to cool the smoke down as much as possible. A tip I heard from some older guys, they put a rubber ring around here. The rubber rings that were attached to the water bottles or beer bottles back then. They attach this rubber ring so they can clench their pipe for longer times without damaging or hurting your teeth. Very strange indeed. And something I would like to show you as well, if I can find it. No. So here we go. Count Sepulin pipe from the 30s. Just recently I saw this pipe appear on eBay for a few bucks, but I thought it must be some kind of joke from the 80s, so I didn't purchase it. Yeah, bad decision, but what to do? Anyway folks, thanks for watching. See you soon at the green table when I do the part 2 on American pipe makers. As always, thanks for watching, be safe, I'll see you next time, cheers.